Motion to eulogize my leader, my departed leader, the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga. Honorable Speaker, I thank you for granting me the opportunity to pay tribute to one of the greatest sons of our Republic, the late Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. At the outset, Mr. Speaker, allow me to acknowledge the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, the Deputy President, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Wetangula, and members of both houses, Mr. Speaker, and indeed the entire nation who joined us as a party in mourning and celebrating a man whose life defined courage, sacrifice, and patriotism. Honorable Speaker, Kenya continues to stand united in grief. We have lost a statesman, a reformer, and one of the foremost architects of our democratic journey, Raila Amolo Odinga, who was not merely a political leader, he was a movement, a vision, and a symbol of Kenya's enduring quest for justice and equality, Mr. Speaker. His story is interwoven with the soul of our nation, from the struggle for multi-party democracy to the birth of devolution, from the fight for electoral justice to the pursuit of national unity. Raila's journey was one of the extraordinary sacrifice, from the dark dungeon of political detention to the bright halls of leadership. He endured suffering, persecution, and humiliation, yet he never surrendered his belief in a better Kenya. He stood firm when it was dangerous to do so, and gave a voice to the voiceless when silence would have been safer, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, to many, he was Baba, the father of democracy. To me, the late Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga was more than a leader. He was a friend, a mentor, a father figure, a man whose wisdom shaped my political journey and whose courage inspired my convictions. He guided me with patience, challenged me to think beyond self, and taught me that leadership in service anchored in integrity and compassion. He was the mentor who believed in me when I doubted myself, the father figure who offered guidance with kindness, and the friend who stood with me in both triumph and trial. His counsel was steady, his humor was disarming, and his faith in people unwavering. Honorable Speaker, sir, Raila Odinga believed that leadership is not about privilege, but about purpose. Not about position, but about service. His politics transcended tribe and party. He envisioned a Kenya where every citizen, regardless of background, could find dignity, opportunity, and belonging, Mr. Speaker. That I can testify, Mr. Speaker. Through his advocacy for devolution, he empowered communities and brought government closer to the people. Through his lifelong commitment to dialogue, epitomized by the famous handshake and currently the broad-based government arrangement, he reminded us that peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice and reconciliation. He taught us that unity is not weakness, but statesmanship. Mr. Speaker, sir, to millions of Kenyans, he was simply Baba, a father not only to his family, but to generations who drew hope and courage from his resilience. Whether in Kibra, Kisumu, Garissa, or Turkana, he connected with ordinary citizens with humility and sincerity. He championed the struggle of workers, farmers, and the youth, standing fiercely for the marginalized and forgotten. His dream was a Kenya that works for all his children, regardless of tribe, region, or station in life. Honorable Speaker, to the youth of this nation, Raila Amolo Odinga was more than a leader. He was an idea that truth must be spoken to power, that the fight for justice never ends, that Kenya can and must be better. His life challenges us in his house and beyond to rise above partisanship and continue building the Kenya he envisaged, or united, prosperous, and free. Mr. Speaker, sir, we thank Mama Ida Odinga, his children, the entire Odinga family, for sharing him with the nation and for standing steadfastly beside him through the storms of history. His sacrifices was not his alone. He bore them with grace and dignity. As we continue to mourn his passing, let us also rise to the challenge he leaves behind to make Kenya a nation anchored on justice, unity, and truth. Let us move forward with the courage, compassion, and conviction that Raila Odinga so valiantly exemplified. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga have departed from our sight. But his dream for Kenya will never die. His legacy will forever echo in these chambers, in the streets where the people once chanted his name, and in the hearts of all who believe in freedom, justice, and equality. Fare thee well, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, Baba, the people's president, the father of democracy, and the external flame of Kenyans' conscience. Mr. Speaker, I conclude by saying that, Mr. Speaker, we have lost a leader, a friend, who was also your friend. Mr. Speaker, you have worked with Raila. I can testify that. You were with him many, many years in politics, but you have partnered majorly in the elections of 2013. You have partnered with him in the election of 2017, Mr. Speaker, and I know you are very close to him also. I used to find...
We always watched Arsenal together.
I'm coming to that, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I have joined you people many times in restaurants in Karen and some other places, watching together the Arsenal team playing, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, this was a very friendly man. This was a man who did not address people because they are from this community or that community. He used to keep everyone close because he's a Kenyan. Mr. Speaker, I don't want to speak about my journey with him. You know, Mr. Speaker, where I came from, and you know when I visited you in Malakisi, how I was looking like, and how I look like today, Mr. Speaker. If you put those photos next to each other, you know. Mr. Speaker, I came to visit you at your constituency that time. You were the Minister of Foreign Affairs or something, I can remember something like that. And I spent the night with you at your home. So, Mr. Speaker, this is a man who has molded many political lives, Mr. Speaker. Myself, Mr. Speaker, when I interacted with Honorable Raila Odinga was in the year 2003. And I became a mayor, I wanted to become an MP. Honorable Caroli was a very powerful man in office, Mr. Speaker, in 2013. He almost denied me a ticket. If it was not Baba, I would not have been in this parliament, Mr. Speaker. Very powerful man, Mr. Speaker, by then, Mr. Speaker. He almost denied me. But Baba stood with me, Mr. Speaker, and said, this is the young man who should be the member of parliament for Suna East, Mr. Speaker. No, there's no correction there, Mr. Speaker. We know what happened.
You are either on a point of order or nothing.
Mr. Speaker. Yes. Mr. Speaker.
What is your point of order, Carol?
Honorable Speaker, it is true I was very powerful, but I was very passionate about my work. The information the Honorable Member is sharing is inaccurate. He actually lost the nomination. I have an affidavit sworn by none other than the Secretary General of the party then, Professor Nyang, swearing he was not our candidate. That is the correct position.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, now that Honorable Caroli wants clarification, I was running against his uncle, Mr. Speaker, who was 8 years old. And when I defeated him, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Caroli brought family issues now to ODM issues, Mr. Speaker. And I defeated him because even in the subsequent election, that was in the nomination. In the real election now, the uncle took another party ticket, another party. And I defeated him in the general election, Mr. Speaker. If he was so popular, he would have won, Mr. Speaker, that. But anyway, Mr. Speaker, that is not what brought us today here.
We'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there.
Order.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker.
Order.
Mr. Speaker, it is on record that Honorable Caroli has, in his own words, accepted he was a very powerful man. So that confirms the sufferings that I went through his hands, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, let us mourn Baba. Let us mourn Baba because he was a man who stood for justice. And I can confirm here, if it was not him, I would not have been given the ODM ticket. That is the truth. He stood with me. He said, I know. In fact, they brought him a propaganda. How powerful people were he in his office. They went and brought a report that if I am given the ODM ticket, mosques will be burnt, Somalis will be evicted from Bigori. He showed me the report. This is what my officers and my office are giving me. I told him, Your Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister, you remember I have been the mayor for 10 years. How comes mosques have not been burnt? How come Somalis have not been evicted? Mr. Speaker, that is how Baba was. That is how firm he can stand with the minorities and people who are...
Order, Caroli.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, you know Caroli? Mr. Speaker, Caroli comes from Homa Bay.
Eulogize Baba.
We are eulogizing Baba. Caroli comes from Homa Bay, I come from Bigori. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude.
Order.
Let me conclude. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude.
Caroli. Order. Order, Caroli Omondi. Order. Order, Caroli Omondi. Order, Caroli Omondi. Order, Caroli, you are being disorderly. Order, Caroli Omondi. Order. We are eulogizing a great man. Order, Caroli Omondi. And the two of you, Caroli and Junnet, yours truly he has mentored you. Caroli, you know, you worked for me, and you are a decent young man. Junnet, you know you have been my friend from 2007. You are a decent young man. Maintain that decency as we eulogize Baba. And no side shows. And the death of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga should not raise collateral passions on the floor of the House. Whatever there is between your neighboring counties, keep it out there. Yes.
I can conclude, because I was just narrating history,
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, but I conclude by saying that we have lost a great man, Mr. Speaker. May the Lord put his soul in eternal rest, Mr. Speaker. We will miss him, and that is, we will remember him, and his spirits will live with us for many, many years to come, Mr. Speaker. And for those whom he has wronged, forgive him, please. Because every human being is to err. And for those who committed crimes against him also who are here now, please return if there's anything you have done to his family or to himself. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
You beg to move.
I beg to reply, Mr. Speaker. I beg to reply, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Mureu, sorry, you have no chance. Order. First, what you asked me you want to do is of little relevance to this eulogy. You said you want to recite Harry Belafonte's Jamaica farewell. Order. Order. This is a House of Parliament, Millie. Order. Besides, you have already spoken to this motion. Honorable Mureu, everybody knows Harry Belafonte's song that Raila liked. And if you don't know, Harry Belafonte was a personal friend of mine.